Good afternoon, VR6 fans. So here's another update video on the VR 3.4. Latest updates are the wiring is a lot tidier now. Been wrapping it all up in this abrasion resistant tape. Tidied it all up, mounted the Wideband WB1 there. Power for wideband. Still have to do a little more wiring with the controls for the VCT or variable valve timing, which is why I still have part of the Haltech loom exposed. That'll get run through here and around to there and tidy it up and replace all my broken plugs with the ones off the VR6 R36 loom. Still running the standard injectors, haven't swapped them out yet. That'll be a little mission for tomorrow. Pulled the front of the car apart again, because there's now an extra cooler in there. That's going to be my water to air heat exchanger. It's got a cheap eBay one to start with. May end up with a custom PWR one in there later, but for the moment that'll do. So long as it doesn't leak, that's all that matters. So yeah, disassembled but all back together. And the other little update that is of interest is I've been working on creating fake signals to confuse the standard ECU, that it isn't missing MAF sensors and temp sensors and all manner of other things. So turn it on, fire it up. Oh, no check engine lights. Yay! Interestingly, you can have faults on all your injectors, all your coils, and it still doesn't seem to care. It'll still run. And I think you can also unplug your O2 sensors, so I may end up looking at that a bit later. I actually still have them all plugged in at the moment, but it works. How I've accomplished that is I've created a... Can you zoom that in? Nope. Let's try zoom. There we go. So, a generic MAF delete output. I'm using a digital pulsed output at a particular frequency, and I've created a table that sends out a false voltage based on engine speed and RPM. At the moment I only have that load cell set right for it, but the effect of that is it thinks the MAF sensor is getting a voltage, and that keeps everything happy with the ESP system. So the other part of the MAF sensor is a temp sensor, and that was the easiest thing in the world to bypass. Just put a couple of resistors on it and it thinks it's 27 degrees permanently. But that's about it for today. Still have a bit more to do, and I really want to get into tidying this thing up so I can get into doing a bit of road tuning and see what it'll do, how it drives and all that sort of thing. So anyway, that's all for now. Cheers.